you when you're traveling every day. Who put the food on the table? Help you to get that job. I don't know if you know, but ain't nobody else but help me sing that God is a good God. Yes, but sing along now.
We gonna let down, march down, rock down everything because when I can't lash me. We're breaking every rule cause they can't lash me. Terrorizing school cause they can't lash me. Every parents know that you can't lash me. It's a bully, 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 your daughter, bully, bully, your son and your sister, bully, 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 the teacher, bully, 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 everybody. Oi, 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 na 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 na, yeah.
Long way is now here. This afternoon we have a running order. We have some stuff that packed for you all. I already see one person to my left. I'm not looking at him because I'm not going to sell out who I see that's going to be coming here. The last couple of weeks ago, I was the MC down inside at the square, and it was action. So you already know that now inside a St. John, it could only be more action. This person's crossing my right. We're not too far. When I go out to come cross and sit down here, man. I see some empty seats. The people that are from the right that don't come. You all can come and fill up the seats. Because tonight we have a lot for you all in store. Yes, for all the persons who are not getting here, you come and take a seat. We got some food. I can see some popcorns down the right, but on my right, your left. I can also see some children having some fun inside the jumping things. You know this is an afternoon for the family. Not only for the young ones, not only for the old ones, but for every single body.
Good afternoon to every single one who have found yourself in St. John on this beautiful afternoon. Well, it's actually 57 seconds after 6 o'clock, so good night to every single one. For the persons back there, you can feel free to take a seat. You understand what I'm saying? Good. So, to start us off this afternoon, this is the particular gentleman that every time I scroll past my Instagram, I will see this fella on my Instagram dancing all the time. I just spoke to him just now. He told me that he was also teaching for the past 10 years. So, this man is a man that got experiencing what it is he doing. He also told me that he went to Canada as well. So his skills has taken him not only given him a local name, but an international name. So, up first in St. John today at, this is what we calling it, Motorcade and Roadside Parliament. I want to welcome Jay. Hold on, Jay. Hold on, Jay. First up, people know warming up. I want to welcome Jay. That's what I'm talking about, man.
谁真的呀？人看到真的美啊！想看到人来过吧？全身各大都多多，至少不让人美。
Hold on. DJ, I want you to count back right in the middle of anywhere. Just anywhere at the beginning of the track. Hold on, man. I remember last time I was MCing in town, I told y'all I wanted to be a dancer, but my skills was hold on. Come on, Jay. Where you ready, DJ? In 10 seconds, I can see if I can destroy Jay. Hold on. Where you ready, DJ? It is not going to be on the street that Jay destroyed Dynamo in a dance off that I clash him in St. John today. Good. I was watching you. Let me get back on track. My bad, guys. Let me keep focus. Let me get back on track. Good. Khaleesi is a 14-year-old student of Grade and Silly Secondary School. She is multi-talented and has a passion for music and the arts and also baking. She loves to dance. From a baby, however, her passion is for singing and it has more developed recently. I have been in Junior Monarch for a good little while. Last year, I saw the young lady singing when I went to the workshops, and I saw the boldness and I saw the passion. Also, when we were inside of the Independence Square, I saw her singing again and dancing. So this is a young lady who's multi-talented and who is a Bajan. Because when it comes to Dynamo on the mic, you know I always promoting Bajans. So, up next, give it up for Khaleesi!
Na na na
ladies who sang last year in the Junior Calypso Monarch competition, in which I have been in the past years, but I have gotten too old for that now, so I'm instead of picking the crop. I just said that I'm too old for that now because the age is from 7 to 18, and I saw about 2 or 3 ladies in the audience smiling to themselves. Because I may or may not be about 5 feet tall, or 5'1", it does not mean that I am 12 years old. I don't see why persons are giggling. This is a very serious situation. I usually hear persons say, oh, your parents is tired. Where you go? Eat food, eat healthy food and you get taller, guys. This is 21 years I have been eating soup, eating dumplings, chicken and stuff, and unfortunately nothing has happened since then. But hey, on to the next person. This young man was also in the Junior Monarch Calypso competition last year from Light Primary School. This song that he's about to sing, the song name can't last you, but hold on, right? I can tell you too much of what he's going to talk about. But when I was younger, I used to get licks. You understand what I'm saying? There's a difference between my mother and father's across there, right? My mom is across there, the beautiful light blue and orange dress, and my dad is there in the green and black shirt. I used to get licks when I was younger. Guys, there's a difference between licks and beating. For those who don't understand, let me explain. Licks is when a child does something that deserves to get licks. Beating is where 2 men fight or 2 women fight. No, I do not subscribe to beating. That is why I say there's a difference between licks and beating. Please, guys, don't cuff your children in the face. Don't hit them with 2x4. Don't jump kick them, don't body slam them, because there's not 2 men or 2 big women that are fighting. There's a difference between licks and lashing. So a little more, right? For the past couple of years, I go on social media, I go on news, I hear when this thing about abolish corporal punishment, etc., etc., etc. Right? Guys, I am 21 years old now. I got licks when I was younger, right? My parents never abused me. You understand what I'm saying? The reason I am on the path that I am on now, being a successful young man, is because of licks that I get from my parents and things that I do. You understand what I'm saying? I don't fear my parents. You understand what I'm saying? When I see my parents, I don't shiver. My parents don't abuse me, but I got licks. You understand what I'm saying?
We get some more tomorrow, then you'll be more successful. More successful.
I going off for this stuff. And the next young man we have up on stage from the Light Primary School, placing 3rd in the Junior Calypso Monarch competition last year. Give it up for Pushback.
Middle.
The Bible says that foolishness bound up in the hearts of a child, but the rod will drive it out.
Alright. For those who may not know, that is my younger brother, Eden Merle. Also, I'm running for the back just now because I was getting some information about something that's going to be here right now. Good. So, up next, we're going straight into it. Lady on stage, I hear knows himself. Guys, I want you all to make some noise and clap your own hands for the one and only lyrical Titi Leopard. Hold on, one more time. I just love doing that. Hold on the bar again. I just want to say for saying it fun. Give it up next for lyrical Titi Leopard.
Listen, good evening. Everybody good? We outside, this is Roadside Parliament, ain't it? And we pause for a cause, and as a worldly cause, that's normal. And trust me, even in these times when it seems like everything we try to do is a fight, I am glad to see that we are here fighting back. We are here pushing back. We are here because at the end of the day, well, this is just me, I believe in a one Barbados, a one people, a one struggle. And tonight I'm going to tell you about the person that at the end of the day made this whole thing possible. That is the one God. Ain't it now? So for the top DJ, you can run that thing and let me do this thing and let me introduce you to a friend of mine. Trust me, unfinished business, he's still working me out. I still got a few kinks. But let me do this. Hell to the Y, heart to the I, C to the E to the L. Come on! But let me tell you, my God, God and the God that David, my God, God and the God that Abraham, God, God and the God that Moses, man. We go tell you a little bit about God, yeah, God, God and the God that Esther, my God, God and the God that Ruth, my God, God and the God that Mary, man. We go tell you a little bit about all your plans get swallowed by the big fish. Problems mount on a big list, you cried out and asked Jesus, what is this? Look a small food, we said you a big dish. You want, you could have lost everything. Don't give up, my friend. Trust the King, like Joseph. Yep, God live faith. My God, the Papa is gonna keep you safe. Cause my God, God and the God of David, my God, God and the God of Abraham, God, God and the God of Moses, mine. We gonna tell you a little bit about again, God, God and the God of Esther, my God, God and the God of Ruth, my God, God and the God of Mary, mine. We gonna tell you a little bit about my ox so brave, they found out to Egypt, cross the Red Sea without any big ship. On the road to Damascus, who stopped Saul in a prison? Open the gates of Paul, I asked who, when they were rising upon the wall. In a Jericho, who broke down the wall? If you know him, he run peace overall. In a time of trouble, from them thought of my God, God and the God of David, my God, God and the God of Abraham, God, God and the God of Mustard. You see, Barbados right now changing. Barbados City, Barbados that we used to know one time. You see right now, Barbados? When Barbados tread now, tread now, tread now, tread now, tread now, tread now, tread now. When Barbados tread now, reminding somebody will stay now. And I'm not talking about the ones who lost their life in the sleep. I'm talking about the ones who get slaughtered like sheep. But the ones who never creep. I want them come straight. Must gunshot a beat out. Tell Barbados. Reminding somebody else dead now. Well, what is going on? What is happening? This news more shattering. Let's see them live. Everybody's scattering. They see them scattering and we're about to see them. We get them. Stop there. Give me track too. Because I look around this audience tonight and I see some older folks. I might be a little bit younger than some, but I grew up in the church. I grew up at a time where choruses used to rain. You too! But as a teenager, just a little on the billboard here, Dynamo years, I run off in the world. It's just me, I want more of that. I had enough of that thing. And God has been good to me. He allowed me to live a life and sort out my salvation. The scriptures there that in trembling sort out the salvation. He gave me a chance to sort out my salvation. And thank God I did. When he called, when he knocked on my door, I answered. And this is my first track after accepting Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior. Run me. Come on! If you know the chorus, you can sing along. God is good all the time. God is good, isn't it? I can't stop from my voice at all. I use my voice always freely to tell you about Jehovah Jireh, my provider. Who woke you up this morning? Set you along your way. Who does guide and protect you when you're traveling every day? Who put the food on the table? Help you to get that job. I don't know if you know, but ain't nobody else but help me sing that God is a good God. Yes, but sing along now. God is a good God. Talk to me again. God is a good God. Come on, God is a good God. Well, I was down distraught and weary. Then my life get dark and scary. But the Lord up above, the next time His love never let all them demons near me. From the bottom, they spit Him, tear me. And I was of Him, guide and hear me. So when we call on Christ, we can praise the King and we walk far. They just hear me, make me shout. Come on! I'm telling you, that's the God I serve. God is a Him do He lift me up, turn me around, plant my feet on higher. Him do again He lift me up, turn me around, plant my feet. I'm solid just because God is a good God. I know that one I know that, and we know that, and that same God is the God that over this little Barbie in the sun. Ain't getting nothing that ain't the force to happen. So if you don't trust me, continue trusting God. I kid you not. Pull that, I got one more to do with God. Telling you. So me too. Used to. Things I used to do, I do no more. My friend, is because I have found a friend. And I'm here tonight to tell you about that friend. Run down. I got the old school dance all the place. I got the boy that boy is the boy to be like the 80s. I see a man here earlier. Make my phone talk. Make me tell you about this friend of mine. The one I keep talking about is my Lord. Make me tell you about this friend of mine. True friend without a doubt. Believe that. I'm gonna tell you about this friend of mine. For yourself, you better seek him out. Now trust me. Make me tell you about this friend of mine. Make me tell you about this friend. Let's say you never had a friend like Jesus. Some we try but in the end them deceive us. Mischievous how they mislead us and they break. Things get hard, the coat and the yard. Them say friends turn around and leave us. One certain friend better keep focus, and they will clean you out like locust. Just so you find out the friendship bogus. And trust with me, less than a shilling, some more than willing to sell you out like Judas was friend of. Let me tell you about this friend of mine. The one I keep talking about is my Lord. Let me tell you about this friend of mine. True friend without a doubt, dynamo. Man, to tell you about this friend of mine. For yourself, you better seek him out. Now trust me. Let me tell you about this friend of mine. Let me tell you about this certain friend on the street. Them will hear you. How in this year on the street, them trail you. But let them trouble you get and turn. Run and regret instead of feel. Them feel and say jail you. Certain friend, it's true them will try for you. Some cheat, some steal, some lie for you. And if you're right, I'll hold them well for you. But first, don't forget, name which one them friends. For the time punch across and die for you. Again, nobody like this friend of mine. Nobody like this friend of mine. of mine. Nobody like this friend. Because I sin, my life is filthy. Judgment there, I'm more than guilty. But through this friendship eternally, clean up the journal, brought down that one I see with them guilty. Come on. Nobody like this friend of mine. Gall Hill. Nobody like this friend of mine. Roadside Parliament. Nobody like this friend of mine. Nobody like this friend of mine. Nobody like this friend of mine. I'm leaving. Nobody like this friend of mine. Take it off. Nobody like this friend of mine. Nobody like this friend of mine. Nobody like this friend of mine. I just want to know tonight that through it all, Jesus Christ came, He lived, He died, He was buried on the third, He rose for you, for me, for all of us. And trust me, whether you believe it or not, the end of frame like that, the word. Ladies and gentlemen, you're a side to the Y, R to the I. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Come here. What are you doing over here, right? School time. He's my fan, I see fan. I know him from when he was small. Cause still small. Anyhow. We can do it like this here. Ladies and gentlemen, did we just entertain? Bring another hand. L to the Y, R to the I, C to the A to the L. Ladies and gentlemen, this lyrical, the delivered. Come on.
Yes, the top 4, lyrical, the delivered. I just heard lyrical talking about that friend of his, and I want you all to know that I have the same friend as lyrical, the one and only Jesus Christ. I accepted Him to come into my life. We are about to start the movie shortly, so for all of those that is see with the popcorn machine, get the popcorn quickly and take your seats. For the persons who buy your food and buy your fish, get like this and go to the time, because everybody know that every Bajan love a fish cake. There's nothing, you cannot be a Bajan unless you just drink Morbi or fish and eat fish cakes. But everyone, we are getting ready to start the movie shortly, so please come and take your seats. Opposition!
Oh, good night, everyone. We're here in St. John. This is so amazing to be here. Thank you for coming out. You know what? As I'm watching the movie Barrow Freedom Fighter, I am seeing scenes that were filmed right here on this hard court. Anybody who can guess any of the scenes? Anybody from St. John could tell us which scene? Yes, Codrington College, yes. We were there and that we filmed some scenes, but right here on this hard court. We don't have any prize, but anybody could guess? Oh, that light is real strong. Anybody could guess? No? Yeah. Nobody? Okay, do you remember the scene where there was a protest? And they're saying independence now? Yes, a part of it was right here and part was right here. Yes. Right on this hard court. And it is really, watching it, you know, I said to myself, I never thought that we would be here in St. John screening the movie tonight. And you know, I know people here who watched it about 4 times and they still sat down and watched it like they never saw it before. But without further ado, I'm going to ask Caswell Franklin. Where are my panelists? Is he still here? I know I'm teasing. Caswell Franklin, His Excellency Dr. Ferdinand Nichols, The General is here. And Kimar Stewart. And they're not seated here because I didn't make an arrangement with them. But they're here. Bongo Lights and Lumumba! Where are you? Listen, these two men, right? These two gentlemen, I just thank God for them and for the work that they have been doing in Barbados. They are on the show sometimes, but they have their own show. And so it's not just the Marcia Week show that's educating, but you have Bongo Lights, you have Lumumba, and there are other, you know, and you guys, and there are so many others. The WhatsApps that you send, the Facebook messages, all of that. It's us together, right? Now, you know, I want to open this time up for you to make your comments and to ask the panel any questions that you have, whatever the issue, might be something from the movie that you've seen. And, you know, because when you sign on each night, you hear from the panelists, right? But tonight is your night. Everybody gone quiet now. Huh? This is your night, okay? Is there anything from the movie that you have seen or anything that is happening in the country that you would like to comment on at this time? I know you're commenting because you're pulling me on the side and whispering in my ear. Come and use the microphone now, man. Okay? All right? And while I'm at it, let me just thank you all for the work you have been doing in Barbados. You have been sharing, you've been watching. Anybody been getting education from the Marcia Week show? Let me tell you, I'm getting education. I've written out 2 books already. Writing notes. I'm serious. Especially this last week. Anybody was at the lecture with Caswell the other night? Which night was that? Was it, could have been Wednesday night? Wednesday night, that lecture that he gave us. Wasn't that awesome? That was university. Oh, come on, give him a hand, man. That, I'm telling you, when he was able to talk to us about just how the system, how it works. And people were messaging me and just saying how much they've learned from that. And I mean, from Kimar, the kind of research. Oh my Lord. And Dr. Ferdinand always brings the international stuff, you realize that? And puts it into context. And it's always, I mean, just so fresh and good. And these guys, you know, on the street, Bongo Lights and Lumumba. So, I'm talking so that I should see a line right here now. For the number of you who stop me from eating my fish cakes and all kinds of things coming to whisper in my ear. Hello? Okay, I know you're coming. All right, you're coming. Okay. All right, Jonathan. Another great young man. Sometimes he's on the show as well, but he's here as a photographer.
Good night, everyone. I just want to say that we're making progress. Everything that we're doing is making a difference. Don't mind the opposition to try to make us feel like nothing is happening. We ain't getting nowhere. We're getting somewhere. We made them how to take choice about that ID. Okay? So don't let you feel like we're doing nothing. We're doing stuff. And I just wanted to say, I want to make a comment on the movie. I've watched, I don't know how many persons here have watched My Dear Family Reunion. But tonight was the first time I realized that Arabarra's wife was the lady that played in Family Reunion. Because I saw her face and I was just like, wait, she looked familiar. And when I realized it was her, so that was my notice from tonight. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. He meant the lady who played with Arabarra's wife. Let's clarify that. Okay, thank you, Jonathan. He says we're making headway, right? Something is happening. Something's happening. Where is Miss Corbin and the Dutch pot cover and spoon? But he's right. You know, something is happening, right? Is there anybody else? Any question, comments? No? Yes, sir. Come right up. This is your time. All right, encourage him, man.
Good night to one and all. I would like to make a comment about an incident I noticed in the movie when he was approached by the person from America and they were willing to pay the fee for Barbados. And he made the statement that he don't want to be a member of a club that he can't pay his way. I think saying that to America, the big dog, shows that he had character. We don't see that character today. Everything that is said to us to do, there's a certain person that say, how soon can I do it?
A certain person, how soon can I do it? Yeah? Anybody from the panel wants to respond to that? Y'all agree? Yeah. Not the table, not the table. This is the parliament. All right. Anybody else? Come. Is somebody taking a picture? I thought it was a hand was going up. What happened? We're supposed to have a line here.
This still working? I'm talking about it.
And we want to hear him.
I don't have a lot to say tonight, but as he said, what mirror image are we painting of ourselves? And we, the people of St. John, because I speak for St. John, we need proper representation. We need proper representation. And I give to you tonight, Kemar Stewart. He is our new representation. I'm telling you. Give it up for Kemar Stewart.
Wow. Is that the new DLP president right there? Or you're the political leader? Which one is it? Oh my goodness, Kemar Stewart. Oh my lordy. Proper representation, I see. Okay, no problem. Thank you. Anybody else? While you think about it, I'm seeing so many of you who have given financially to this event and to all the events, Mr. Franklin. People have come up and they've given $5, $2, $20, whatever it is. And you have made today possible. It comes from you, every single one of you. And we just want to say, can you give yourselves a round of applause, please? And I will always mention it because something went around, and I will say who it is from because they had their name at the bottom. From the CARICOM ambassador, David Commission, and he said that we were getting our money from right-wing organizations. Isn't that true? Right-wing organizations. But it's from us, the people of Barbados. So that was a lie, and my feelings were very hurt, Mr. Franklin. My feelings were hurt, and I was very offended by that. So I should be able to go to the police and let them know, and let them take his phone, right? Yes, $70,000 or 7 years in prison. Yes, go ahead, Council.
Marcia, that's what I came out here to talk about tonight. Because people think that this is ordinary thing. No, this is very sinister. You all will remember very well when Mayor Motley was in opposition. The Barbados Labour Party used the internet to full effect to help take out the last administration. Now, everything that they have done back then, they are putting in legislation to say it is a criminal offense. And if you do it, you can go to jail. You can go to jail for 7 years or pay a fine of $70,000 or both. So you can pay the $70,000 and still go to jail, and if you don't have the $70,000 you pay, spend a bit more time after the 7 years gone. That is what these criminals are trying to impose on the people of Barbados. And let me tell you, what this bill is about is defamation, but using the computer. But in the defamation laws of Barbados, truth is a defense. It is a complete defense to defamation. Because every lie that you tell is not defamatory. I'll give you an example. I'll use my own example. You know, let's say somebody says, well, okay, Caswell Franklin is ugly. Oh, that's a monstrous lie. But it is not defamation. Right? Right? But you know, I'm not lying true. But you can't sue somebody for that. But in this new bill, if you use the computer to say that about me, and I feel bad, I the police feel, start crying. I go, oh God, that's crying. You know, and I'm hurt. Are you going to need police? So, and you use the computer to hurt my feelings. All along I thought I was like a boy, I never did tell me. And you can go to jail. Mind you, 7 years. But people kill people with Barbados and get 2. Shoot at police and get 3 years. But you open your mouth and say something foolish, or not even foolish, and you could go to jail for 7 years if you put it on the computer. I can go down the road and say everything that I said, but don't put it on the computer, and it is good. No problem. Let you know, record it, and put it on the computer, they come for me. So you see how sinister this thing. So you can't just say, well, I ain't put it on my computer myself. Because this thing is so bad. If you send things out on the computer that hurt people's feelings, that might even be bad, but even defamatory, it is a crime to send them, and it's also a crime to receive them. So all me I'm only going to do is to send something to my phone and tell the police, you got this by my phone, I can't look at me. Because I can't prove that I don't have him on there with malintent. How you can prove that? How am I going to prove that? This is what this government, who is supposed to protect Barbados and Barbadians, want to do to the Belgians. Lock them up. You know them man lock up the bees. Right? Far from. But you know me, poor fella, I didn't live in St. Philip. Because I come from St. Thomas and I live in St. James now. And I live in St. Philip for a little bit, but many get bragger. And I come back since that bad memory, I don't want to come back again. So let me tell you, I want to go to St. Philip. So I want you people to say to these politicians, thus far and no further. We are going on that road with you. And when we are having the protests, come out, let them see you. Because the only reason to pull it back is because they saw over 1,000 people marching with us that Saturday. The next time we want 10,000. We have to tell these people we're fighting for them. Yes, you're going to shut them down. And not only shut them down, don't go work. When these people say, look, no, we don't want you in here, be at work until you're gone. People say, if they're in for 5 years, you don't have to be in for 5 years. But you know, if I say that now, good. If I say that when this bill passed, we can't say, hey, look, this is as bad as it gets. But worse. I saved the bad for the beginning, like I said, the worst for the last. Because I want these fellas to talk to. Because I would talk to you all night. But what is even worse, you won't buy your computer, or so they believe. And they can say that you have intention to commit an offense. Yeah, that's the thing. They believe that you got some intention to commit an offense. So police can go and go to a magistrate or a judge and swear that Kimar got bad intentions and he about to commit an offense on his computer. But the offense must be done on the computer for this act. So they're going to get a warrant, seize the computer, and ask you the password. Now, if you don't get the password, he locked up now because he didn't hand over his password. Because the criminal offense to even think about doing something, and because they believe that you think about it, that's what ridiculous against, you know. And then they want to see his computer. But I got my naked purchase my camera, want them to see me naked. Not I look bad, but I don't want them to see. So I don't open my computer because I got something I want them to see. I might not got any other things inside about shame because I know I take pictures of me the day coming back with a shit. You know, no, seriously, because yeah, they pass across in front of me, just going back, I say, oh, you look very good, yeah? You know, and I serious about that. I haven't. I call my wife, I know that woman tell me. You need glasses, you know. My wife, of all people, you know, so seriously, you know. And if I refuse to give you because I got this bike, but I want to buy to see, I committed a crime. I just bought my own little thing, my own thing. And they want to come and see them, I can't let see. So I lock up and not open it up. But worse yet, they can go to the cell or floor, or somebody who got the skill that can get on your computer. Not necessarily floor digital, somebody who has the skill. And somebody you know how to operate these things. And you can't refuse. Or not you committed a crime and that is $250,000 fine for you. Or 2 years in jail. If you refuse to help the police get on my computer. Sorry. To get in the computer. You realize how serious this is? You realize how Hitlerish this woman is? Hitler wasn't so bad as her. You don't know if it's just one now. I can log up next start after the boss. Why can't I say nothing? So it is that bad. Wake up, Barbados. This woman is a dictator of the highest order. And she come in there and she said, cares. But you know, it's slip of the tongue. But she's scary as hell. Because no right-thinking person would behave the way where Motley is behaving and then looking at face and laugh. Huh? What soul you talking about? I mean, she says she soul. She had it? Show me it. She ain't got that. So people, please. You know who sometimes my WhatsApp and Snapchat and Facebook and Telegram and Signal and all them other things? I received them. If this bill passed, you are potentially a criminal every time you receive for something from somebody because you don't know what the body can say. And let me tell you something, I can start something up, bad things to one because I want with the protest now. To stop it. These people are evil. And you know, it burns me to think that she has about 28 drones behind her now because, well, hello? 28 of them, and not one of them was stand up. Not one of them was stand up. And they will tell you, I am your representative. They don't represent them, but they represent me and Molly. They don't represent a single soul that vote for them. This is in your hands. If you do not stand up now, wait for the change, because it will be coming. And let me tell you something. I just be laughing at it because they tell me, I got friends in Dodge. I represent prison officers, so they treat me good. And I represent prison officers, seriously, as in my union, I have a lot of prison officers in there. So when I go up there, the fellas they give me that food and let me get exercise and things. So one of my numbers is lucky. So you gotta stand up. I got friends about the place. So I got friends up there too. So not that I want to go, but the fact remains, each one of you, each of your children over 13, let me see, over 12-year-old can be prosecuted for criminal offense. I'm 30 years old over. You're 30-year-old, sending things to your friends at school, and next thing you know, he's a criminal. And you gotta look for that money to pay free, because you don't want nowhere. You see how sinister these people are? And all in an attempt to stop people from doing what she did, to get power. So if it is so criminal to get power, that means it's immoral. It wasn't illegal back then. She won't make it legal now. But she did something that she believed to be immoral and improper. And she did that to get power. What will stop her from doing anything to retain that power? That's the last thing I'm going to tell you. I want you to think about that. If she did things that she believes were improper, I know she's legislating against them to say that people should not do it. It's not only improper, I'm going to make it illegal to make sure you can get locked up if you do it. She did it before. You mean it to me? Morality and good judgment and good behavior changes depending on power. It is okay now, but it wasn't okay back then. No, if it was bad then, if it's going to be bad after this bill passed, it was bad when she did it. Better than Mike.
Thank you, General. G1761, if that's your car, someone wants to get out and they're asking you kindly to move your car. G1761. There is one statement in the movie. It says, Barrow simulated a standard that we have to find again. And when we think of leadership and we think of where we are, you know, I think that that is such a true statement. That kind of leadership is what we need right now. Yes? Kimar? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't see you with the mic, sir. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead, Dr. Ferdinand.
Good evening, everyone. When Marcia spoke with me, she spoke of the individual that deals with matters from an international level, so I want to remain there. What we are dealing with in Barbados has nothing to do with homegrown policy from Barbados. Nothing. As I'm speaking to you now, the World Health Organization is arranging an amendment to resolutions with the UN to take control of sovereign countries in the event of another pandemic. This is a fact. Now, one of the issues that has caused this particular bill to come to the forefront, which has nothing to do with originating in Barbados, but originating outside of Barbados, is what has been deemed misinformation or false information throughout the pandemic. Today, however, we have observed and learned that every single thing that Dr. McCullough, Dr. Maloney, and several others indicated concerning the pandemic, they were deadly accurate. The whole matter of injuries, they were deadly accurate. The whole matter of a larger number of persons dying from the pandemic than from the disease itself, they were perfectly correct. The problem is that the general public is now getting access to that information without having to rate or rely upon a government. And therein lies the problem. The problem is that you and I have access to too much information. And so in order to restrict that, there's a move by the World Health Organization on the matters of legality, nothing to do with health. Nothing to do with health. There's a move by the WHO to ensure that governments restrict the expressions of their people so that in the next pandemic, which is already planned by the Melinda Gates Foundation, this is fact. It's already being tested and has been tested in India. So that the intention is in the World Health Organization has to address the next pandemic, that the people in the country will not be able to raise objection or will not be able to raise alternative information regarding anything the World Health Organization is implementing. And therein lies the source of what we are facing here in Barbados. Because as a part of a global move, the WHO is ensuring that member states in the WHO put in place legislation that will restrict information being communicated by the sovereign country or by the persons in that country. That is why we have to take this cybersecurity bill so very seriously. As Caswell was speaking, I looked at the bill, and I want to read something coming out of the bill. It says, a person who intentionally or recklessly uses a computer system to publish, broadcast, or transmit computer data that one, intimidates a person. They go on to define what intimidates means. They say, in the mind of a reasonable person, injury to himself, any member of his family, or any of his dependents. Or two, in the mind of a reasonable person, an apprehension of violence or damage to any person or property. Or three, listen to this carefully, a person substantial emotional distress. It means that if I as a preacher get on a broadcast online and tell you that homosexuality and lesbianism is a perversion and God will judge it, I have caused you emotional distress. That is the point that we are coming to in Barbados, where your religious freedoms, and I have to my left brothers from the Rastafari community, we have had people from the Muslim community. It means that they are intending to impinge upon our religious freedoms, because I ought to be able to preach the gospel. Nobody has a right to tell me what I can or cannot say. If you are offended, get down on your knees before God and deal with it. Because last I checked, at the beginning of Genesis, God did not set anything other than male and female. And if I am preaching that, and you are emotionally distressed, what this bill is doing is making provision for you to find me for preaching my gospel message. Marcia went through this with Praise Academy of Dance, with the National Cultural Foundation, when her team went to the NCF event and performed on the basis of their religious faith, and it was deemed to be offensive to a group that does not exist legally in this country. These are the matters that you as the people of Barbados have to get seriously. And I am tired of people dealing with the issues in this country from a BLP or DLP perspective. That is irrelevant. What happens in this country has nothing to do with the political party. It has to do with what is in the best interest of the people sitting in front of us and the best interest of our children to come. And I'm telling you now, that if we as adults do not take a stand in this country now to protect the interests of our children and our grandchildren, God help them when they get to the place where we are now then and have to deal with the stink that we will be leaving for them to have to clean up. That is why we are taking the position that we are taking tonight and every night. That's why the Marcia Week show speaks. And let me be very clear. Let me be very clear to the Attorney General. You do not have the position to determine what people in this country can or cannot say. You are in no position to determine whether we are educated, stupid, ignorant, or otherwise. And I will also make the comment to the Minister of Labour Because what I've observed in our parliament, in our governance at the moment, is disrespectful regard of the people of a country as long as they do not agree with you. And that is your constitutional and human right. In the Charter of Human Rights, you are given the freedom of association, freedom of speech, freedom of religion. That is the position of human rights. And the World Health Organization representative has actually said that in the pandemic period that they will face in the future, that they will have to make amendments to the Human Rights Charter so that they can act against the freedoms that you have as a member of the human race. And if you don't think it's going to happen in Barbados, watch out for the movie that's coming in the cinema closest to you. Because we are no longer a little village knocked away in some corner of this world. Barbados is up front and center in the global events of our world. We have just had a ship. A few weeks ago, Mr. Franklin made mention of it. I believe it was Caswell, you did that on one of the Marcy Week shows. You talked about a ship whose registry was in Barbados. So that Barbados is up front and center. Our Prime Minister is all over the world, putting Barbados up front and center. Everybody knows this country. This country is no longer hidden in the background anywhere. And they're watching to see what we as a people are going to do. Let us be clear. This has already been tried in India. It has already been tried in Senegal and already been tried in Sierra Leone. The last or most recent event was the matter of the President of Senegal arriving in Barbados and meeting with the Prime Minister here. And shortly after returning to Senegal, he cancelled the imminent elections in Senegal and had the presidential individual arrested under these type of regulations and legislation. We have to get serious when it comes to our freedoms and liberty in this country. And if we don't, what will happen is one day they came for this body, nobody spoke up, and they took them. The next day they came for somebody else, nobody spoke up, and they took them. And then they came for me, and there was nobody to speak for me. You need to wake up and face the reality of what our country has to deal with and represent the future, the generation to come, before it's too late.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ferdinand. So well said, so well said. There is someone from the audience. What's your name, sir? Stephen. Stephen. So because of time, we're going to have to be short because, you know, I was calling people earlier, right? Okay.
Good night to each and everyone. Yes, when I was watching the movie, remember the saying that, well, what image we are projecting. Right. I want that each and every one of the Barbadian throughout the world, we have to make a stand. Remember, the government do not work for us. We don't work for the government works for us. And all we have a duty to stand up and say no to this government. We employ them, they don't employ us. Right? So we need to stay up. All this lady is drive a lot of fear tactics for the very long time now. It started with the vaccine, the ID card, and what's not. But just remember something, you can always have these yard fouls calling to Winston. Because some people, you know, you can beat them, kick them, no matter what, they're going to come back. But don't bother about it. I want you all to make a stand. The only body can make a stand is you all. Stand up against this bill and stand up against this government and this tyranny. I'm going to have to stay up. Only you all can do it. No 28 people cannot control 280,000. Thank you all. Enjoy one night.
Thank you so much. Very well said. Thank you, thank you. I know Timar has something to say.
Timar said something I want to. He reminded me. Hear me? Well, I hear me. Well, good. He said something that triggered something in my head when he talked about this. Let me tell you about this. You know now in this bill, if you are a Barbadian living in Timbuktu, Holland, Sweden, France, St. Lucia, and you post something on the internet that offends somebody here, they can charge you. You could, and if it happens to be something that the term hate speech, in one of those countries out there, there's a crime out there, there's a crime here, you can be extradited to Barbados to stand trial. This is how far-reaching this thing is. You can't even send jokes to your friend home from overseas. I am backing this up. This is in the legislation. Go and look for it. Go on Parliament website. Type in. But I don't know how it is, but find it. But go and check it out and read it for yourselves and get scared, because that's what it did to me when I read it.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Franklin. Yeah. Kimar. And I know you're coming. You have something else. Why you're too cold? You know you have to say something. Yeah.
Well, good evening to the entire loyal opposition. I am extremely happy to be at Gall Hill in St. John this evening. I know I want to speak to you all, even the online persons, but in particular, I want to address the people of St. John. Especially, I want to say a thank you for the kind words that you said about me, especially on the voice notes. I saw at least two of those persons here. I don't want to put them on the spot, but I will just say good night and thank you. And I came here to raise two very serious issues that impact on St. John as a constituency and a parish. The first issue happening is about land in St. John. Welch Bathland in St. John, and number two lands in St. John. And then I also want to touch on the Bournemouth pumping station, where they are trying to bring the Jobby water in the first instance to Bournemouth. That is the first place they're starting with this sewage water in our clean water at the Bournemouth pumping station. Okay. Number one, in around 2019, the Member of Parliament for St. John, Mr. Charles Griffith, went to Bathland in St. John and told those people that he was bringing title deeds for the people at Welch to own the land of which there are allegedly squatters. He was featured in the newspaper, sort of like this, posing with a letter in which they gave the people the impression that it was title deeds. However, we got a copy of that letter, and the letter was nowhere near a title deed. But some of the residents believe that they are owners of land because they have what you call an offer letter. And there was a letter from the Ministry of Housing, and the MP for this area, Mr. Griffith, he was also the minister in the Ministry of Housing. He said to those people in this letter that the government was intended to sell the people at Welch the land for $1 a square meter, and that they will become the owners of this land. Right? It is said that the land is tenantry land, i.e. it is supposed to be owned by the government. This is now 2024, and nobody in Welch Bathland has any title deeds, even after the minister went in the newspaper tricking the people of St. John that they were the owners of the land at Welch. That is a lie, and I'm here to tell the people of St. John that they have been tricked by the Barbados Labour Party, and they have come to St. John to steal from the people of St. John, and therefore you should run them out. This is one of the most undisturbed parishes in Barbados. one of the places we used to preserve lands. But now the lands are easing away from you. Prime example, the Clico lands in St. John. Y'all remember the chairman of the whole project coming out and saying that the government did not and does not own the land at Pool, and that they did not have the title deeds to build on the land at Pool. And Dwight Sunderland was supposed to give an address to the people. He didn't address us, but recently he could have been in Parliament saying that Charles Griffith is coming to St. John today to address somebody who went down to Pool. He's supposed to address me. Here I am, Charles, in your constituency, addressing you. And I've come to tell the people that you were tricked by Charles. And I have the evidence. So you can't sue me for emotional distress. Those people at Welch, if you go to them today, they will show you an offer letter from the ministry. The letter simply says here that the land is being sold at $1 a square foot, and the people went down and have their receipt saying that they paid for this land. When asked what is happening with the title deeds, the government is saying the conveyances are not done yet. That was since 2019. Let us count the years. 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and this is now 2024. It took the government and Charles 6 years to do a conveyance that the people at Welch could own land. Do you know that there are people at Welch who still cannot get running water from the Barbados Water Authority because they do not have title deeds to their lands? And the MP for this area went to those people and told them that they would have had the title deeds so that they could have got on water. The people still don't have water up to today and no title deeds. But he was in the newspaper posing, giving the public the impression that the people at Welch had title deeds. So I am calling out Charles and saying to him, he needs to come clean and tell the people at Welch what is happening with those title deeds and get the title deeds in their hands so that people can get access to running water and not the jobby water from Burmiston. Because this is a very serious issue. The second thing that I want to touch quickly, Pool. Why was the government billing on lands that they know that they didn't own? That the chairman that was appointed, I have never heard of this chairman before, because in July 2023, they had another chairman, which means that the chairman resigned and they did not make a public announcement. Well, I didn't say. The same person, Mr. Hoyas, he was the chairman at the whole project. He left Clico, being the chairman at Clico, Rise Life they call it, and went straight on to being the chairman at Hope. The current chairman is saying that the government, Clico, still owns the lands. So why could Mr. Hoyas leave being the chairman at Clico or Rise Life, going on to Hope, and he did not know that the title deeds were not transferred over to the government, that they could have started building on the lands? Well, you know what? I want to take y'all guys back to the COVID period, the emergency time, right? You remember the government said that they have a priority to build 10,000 houses in Barbados. Ask them, who issued the order to bypass the tendering process and give a contract to a specific developer in this country to build a pool, knowing that they don't have the title deeds? They gave him the contract without a tender in the Ministry of Housing, right? But the financial corruption continues because we accuse this government during COVID of passing the most draconian law in the Emergency Management Act, which says that Cabinet no vests, well, Parliament no vests any and all authority in the Cabinet to make whatever decisions whatsoever needed to run Barbados. The next clause says that Cabinet no vests all authority and power in the office of the Prime Minister. So therefore all of the ministers were pauseless during the state of emergency, and an order was issued from the office of the Prime Minister in the name of an emergency to give a specific developer a contract without a tender to go and build those houses at Poland's. That is a question that Dwight Sunderland should answer, and Charles. And I will end here for now, tonight.
Wow. Did I tell you about that research? St. John, I tell you about that research. You know, let's hear from Lumumba and Bongo, and then we can always fill in.
Greetings, family. Greetings, greetings, greetings to one and all. Rastafari to my Rastafari brethren and sisters. And to the family, I say peace to each and every one of you. Now, anybody ever heard of these slave codes? You heard of these slave codes? Yeah, which was actually crafted right here in Barbados. And we understood what the slave codes was about. Actually, the enslaved, I don't like to say slaves because we was never slaves, but the enslaved, they tricked them. And I want you all to think about this bill, this computer bill. And because we don't really study history the way we should, they keep doing the same thing over and over and over to us. And because we are not aware of what they're doing, it always happens. No, this slave code, they told the enslaved that this is going to help them, that things are going to get better once this bill is passed. Things are going to get better for them. So obviously, at that time, a lot of our people, a lot of our ancestors could not read and write, so they listened to what the so-called masters was saying to them, and they was happy. We hope this bill get passed. We hope this bill get passed. Now when the bill was passed, guess what? That's when the terror started. That is when the terror started. You was allowed, you could kill a black man or a woman and just pay 25 cents or 10 cents. Go to some place and get them 10 cents, and that was it. I mean, the terror started. Now let's come up now to this bill, what they call the Computer Act. And I would like you all to go and look at the slave codes to read it for yourself. When they come up to the Computer Act now, the Computer Act is telling us, or they're trying to say to us, that they are trying to protect us, correct? And a lot of us are saying, we need that bill. People getting abused on the internet, this happening, that happening, and they craft the bill, they send it in. But if you really look at when Brother Caswell and Brother Ferdinand was speaking, you will see that that bill have nothing whatsoever to do with us. That bill has something to do with protecting them, because they see the people are getting conscious. They see the people are waking up. They see the things that's happening on Facebook, the messages that's sending out, the kind of things that's happening, and they are afraid. Any government is afraid of an enlightened population. Any government in the world. And when they see that you start to wake up, this is when they're going to start coming with all kind of tactics. All kind of tactics, because they don't want you to speak. They don't want you to tell them that what you are doing is wrong. Listen, during COVID, me and my brethren Bongolites, we was like, you know, nobody ain't saying nothing. Nobody ain't putting out, like, no ministers. Nobody, I mean, people that we thought that would have stood up and at least enlightened the people to what this whole vaccine was about. Nobody was doing it. So we stood up. Me and Bongolites stood up, and we took the chance, and we took all the insults. People was telling us that they hope we catch COVID. They hope we end up in St. Lucie. I mean, all kinds of things they were saying. And who was proven wrong? I wasn't proven wrong. Bongolites wasn't proven wrong. Because now we see the adverse effects, and now we see people dropping around us every day. Every day. Then you come to the comprehensive, then you come to this comprehensive education. This woman got these Europeans in Europe crafting a culture and trying to impose white culture on black people. I can't understand it. And that is what they're doing. They're trying to bring the culture of Europe, how they live, and tell us they want us to live like them. We're not living like we have our own culture. And when you see statues in Africa, you see statues of male and female. When you go to Europe, you see statues of men and boys. That's their culture. That don't have nothing to do with us. But now they're trying to impose this and tell you as a parent that you can't even tell. If your son come and tell you he named Susie, you can't say nothing. Because if you say something, he would be able to go to the teacher and tell the teacher, listen, my mother don't want to call me, she not calling me Susie. And they will come and lock you up as a parent. That's how serious this thing getting. And you have to become aware of what is taking place around you. Because if you don't, we are in trouble. I do appreciate the fact that a lot of people now starting to stand up. A lot of people starting to speak out. And I feel good about that. I feel good to see my people doing that. I could talk forever too, but I know we gotta go. But thanks a lot for inviting me up to St. John. And you'll see us again.
Thank you, Lumumba. Right, we have 10 minutes. And those that you came in the bus, I spoke to the driver. So he's there waiting on you, okay? Those who came up, you remember? Okay. Okay, go ahead, Bungo.
Yes, greetings, good night. St. John! St. John, people make some noise! Hey, yeah! I was once, greetings first, my name is Bongolai, as you already know. Yes, and I was used to be in St. John in the 80s, regular. Actually, almost is living in St. John. And the people was very nice. I had no problem with them. And they were very nice people, and there's still nice people here in St. John. I even had a couple of people that will work with me at my business from St. John. And I thank you for that. Okay, people, I want you all to be aware, get serious, right? All the brothers have spoken about the issues and the problems that we have in here in Barbados. The thing is, I want you all to be strong, to be brave, and don't be afraid. Some people put all life on the line, because when me and the mama sit down and we say we're going to do things, we say, you know, like a council, and we think, I tell the mama, are you ready? You know what I mean? I live my life, I got my children, I got my such and such and thing. I'm willing for the people of Barbados. I had opportunities, people selling tickets for me to come Canada, to come New York, people telling me come places, but I can't leave Barbados. I have a mission. If I go, something will happen and bring me back to Barbados. Because I love my people of Barbados. I love my African brothers and sisters. And what I see, a lot of us have been indoctrinated with a lot of ignorance and stupidity from the Europe. You got to get a certain percentage of consciousness of African in you. Remember, you are a people that have been brought from your homeland. And if you don't realize what they're doing to you, they're looking to take you off of this planet down here, and the Europeans take over. Or they have no use for you. AI is taking over. A lot of you are going to lose jobs. You understand? And when a man can sit down, I mean, you're going to take this serious. I took this very, very insulting and very serious. When we saw Bill Gates could say that, oh, the earth needs to be depopulated and we can start with the Africans first and such. What are you? You can only use a Beijing, you can only Europeans look at you as Africans. You can any part of the world is look at you as Africans. So their whole structure, all this you see that happening is to take you out. I made a movie Take Them Out. And I plan to take them out. They may take me out. So if you're going to stand and let the wicked take you out, go long. If you're not going to stand up and take them down, take them down. We go like, when you call one out to come out to the march, you won't be afraid. Be brave. Come out. We need you to help. We need you to support. You got a time that when you really need a big march to send a big message. So prepare, tell your cousin, your child, grab somebody, whoever you can, and bring along. We want a big march and let them know that we serious. Be serious, like 789. Yes, remember the first march we did? Then they said that they got it ain't be mandatory, and next minute she come saying, oh, we have to make this gonna be mandatory. And we come together and we march, and they had to roll back, but they use the employer to thing, etc. etc. Anyhow, the time is short, the journey is long. But I want to tell you all people, be strong. The message I send to you, be strong. Stand up. Be like Marcus Garvey. Study them men that who want to stand up and fight. Stand up and be strong, people. You want this? If you listen too much to the television, they indoctrinate you and make you shift and weaken you. Don't let the media weaken you, because they are the heads are putting the information for the media to bring out. You understand? So whatever say it goes. Not the real, the genuine and the real truth that you want to hear. So people, be strong and stand firm. God bless you.
Thank you so much. We literally, thank you so much, Bongo. We literally have 5 minutes. I want to say thank you to Oswald Newton and the St. John team. Can you all wave over there? I don't have all the names. I just remember Oswald Newton. But they have been so warm and helpful. Just people around here. St. John people sweet now? Yes, nice. I really love being down here. And I want to thank Kathy Weeks, my namesake, for setting up. Lisa Nice of the graphic design. Roger and Trevor Seeley for coming and helping out. Kima Stewart for all the work you've done to make this possible. Caswell Franklin and the Unity Workers Union, thank you for your donations. Daddy Fat Sound, Kinos for providing the truck, and for everybody, everyone here, as I said earlier, all the donations, everything that you have done. Yes, thank you. That is the driver is asking those who came down on the special van that we had for you. The driver is ready. Okay, so, and he's over. You look for the taxi, the van over there, and he's there. Okay, so if you could head over there, please. Thank you so very much. Okay, and we want to thank all of those who performed earlier, the MC, and all those kids are so beautiful. Thank you all so much. Now this young man is here, and this is Terry. Yeah, okay, so Terry is going to say something to us tonight.
We just have 3 quick points. I will speak at the show later on in the week to expand on those points. But I'm Terry Giddings, I'm a humble young person, I'm 21 years old. And tonight I speak on behalf of the youth. I'm speaking to my young persons. This bill affects you. I don't want any young person going to jail for 7 years. And I don't want any person being charged 70,000. Now to the European Council, this is not to you, my people. They have something to say to them. Escúchame ahora. Los personas de Barbados está. Las personas de Barbados está diciendo no. Barbados libre está libre. And I say that because our governments go over there and speak to them in a pretty English, but they don't understand. So he wanted to understand in French as well, right? Je dirais no à toute policy de Europe. No. I tell the Germans as well because they lead the European Council. 9 está 9. Ich komme from Barbados. Because it seems that this government is not speaking them in a language they can understand. So you can say in Beijing, enough is enough. I gone from both here.
I tell you, so Terry, that bus is going, so you should go. You go from out here, run to the bus. Oh my goodness, and as usual, we have a minute, Mr. General. And so we go on, as usual, as we do on the show. So the mic is yours, 1 minute, and we close up. I just want to say thank you to my husband, Dave Weeks. I missed that. I want to say thank you for, you know, all the work, all the technical, making sure the movie, that you can see it, and just planning, and it's been working all week. And so we want to say thank you to Mr. Dave Weeks.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for having us in St. John. I really appreciate this. I hope I find my way home tonight. You know, I've been to St. John several times, but never at night. And I was a nice boy. I used to ride at night, like Bangaladesh thing. I was a mama. I used to stay at home. So I think I would find my way. But thank you for having me. I really appreciated this. And I want to see you the next time we are on the road. I want to see you with us. And tune into the Master Week show. If you don't, tell your friends about it. Because trust me when I tell you, I learned a few things from that show, you know. You see, this is Maya, teach me enough things. You know, I'm not ashamed to say, because I could be his father, grandfather, but he's taught me a lot. And I think that he is the right man to come and help you, because so far you have not had good representation in politics. Not even from the late right excellent, but he didn't have a good job here. So I don't think he can do it. So I see the guys over there and I want him. Well, he's yours. Good night, everybody, and thank you. That was a minute, myself.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Franklin, and thanks to Dr. Ferdinand and Theory, who held the truck all the way, and they were speaking to the residents in the different areas. Can you find somebody and give them a hug, no man, and a handshake? Because we only see each other online, right? And we're a family, right? Opposition? Opposition? All in line. All right, so see you tomorrow night. We're on, and we are going to be all over this thorny issue that they want, you know, that's happening. We'll be all into that tomorrow. Kimar will continue, will give us some more. I want some more of that, Kimar, that you were sharing tonight. And tomorrow we'll be on at 7 o'clock, okay? Love you all. Thank you for helping us pack in the chairs. There is a gentleman, I can't, oh, he's right there. And he gave us a big discount on the chairs. Can you wave? Oh my, I tell you what, St. John people, listen. Thank you, sir. We had chairs to sit in, and as soon as I thought of it, I saw you there. Thanks to John Moore. Thanks to my photographer, Jonathan. Thanks to everybody. Go and get the food over there. That's Kimar's stall over there. Go and buy up all the food. Pixel and burgers and everything over there. Go over there. All right.
Find no integration is the one. I'll give you free education is the one. Poor man champion. In 1951 it was become prominent. In the winning seat in the House of Parliament. In 1961 he was the government, but the tip he just said, you see that poor man will get a good treatment. Some calling the dipper, some calling the skipper, some calling the teacher, some calling fall down. And most used to calling the prime minister. So whether you're old, whether you're young, come let me sing the yes. I will never forget the wrongs and battles. You know why? He is the one who give you liberation. He is the one. Find no integration. He is the one. I'll give you free education. At the 1976 and suffer disappointment. When the Mr. Tom Adams when the government them tell him to retire. He was president. On the dipper, he was patient.